What's good, my fellow Natiba Slayers? So if you haven't already heard about it, there is a brand new update dropping today. Right now for me in Japan is already May 24th, but for you guys it's going to be tomorrow on May 24th at 7 UCT and at 4 I think is Japan Standard Time, so that's JST for me, is when this update is going to drop across all the PlayStations. Bruh, it's the time to get hype. Let's talk about the brand new things that we're gonna see in this update. And I'm looking at your comments right now, and I want to talk about some other things that were discussed in the comments so that we can have a little bit of discussion, flex off on how we feel about the current state of the game. Right now, extremely positive and I'm loving it. Let's jump into it. And in the background of today's video is going to be a sneak peek of me doing a fresh started hard mode. Bruh, it's cracked. But let's jump into the video. So first things first, if you haven't already seen the previous video of me laying out all the details, that was at 4 o'clock in the morning, so I apologize. Let me follow up and give you guys a little bit more solid information. So the Stellar Blade dev team Shift Up came through and dropped the brand new boss challenge teaser on their Twitter. I'm gonna leave a link to that down in the description below. The thing about this boss challenge is it seems like it has 3 modes. There's a story mode, a normal mode, and a hard mode. So if we take a closer look at the screenshot here, it says the personal best was 53 seconds, which is absolutely insane. And to me, I'm literally fighting a brand new game, hard mode, Abaddon, and it took me 3 hours to do it. So to me, this is unsat. Like I'm trying to figure out how exactly they did it. But then if you look closely, it says they used the Eve preset at maximum. So it looks as if that you're able to choose what state your Eve is in, which is pretty crazy. So you can have a maxed out, like I guess all the skills in the game, or you can completely delete all the skills. Or I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to use your actual save data Eve. So whatever your DPS is, whatever your current Eve is at for whatever save you want to use, you're allowed to take that Eve into this game mode and knock it out. There was an amazing question by one of you guys in the comments, and they were like, hey, I wonder if I'm going to be able to do this boss challenge in more than one mode. For example, story mode. And yes, according to this screenshot, there's 3 modes for you to do it. But they also mentioned in this comment that it would be even better if there was multiple versions of the Neurolink suit for us to collect by defeating it in different modes. And for me, I'm for it. For example, if you had like story mode and the story mode had a yellow version, and then the normal mode had the red version, and then like the hard mode had like a black or like golden version, yeah, like something like that would be absolutely insane. I wonder exactly how they're going to implement that. It would be great if they had more variants of the same Neurolink suit, like they do for the prototype or the planet diving suits and stuff like that. We're just going to have to wait to see on how they implement this. Now they are dropping 2 brand new outfits that can be obtained at Adam's Safe House, which are the Kunoichi outfits. And it's funny, somebody jumped in my comments, it was like it's pronounced Konichi. And for Westerners or for you guys, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronouncing it. But 申し訳ないけど、私たちは日本人でその発音がKunoichiって言います。So a lot of y'all don't know, but yeah, it's I always speak to you guys in English, but yeah, it's actually pronounced Kunoichi. But it's cool though. It's cool. It's not a big deal. It was just funny to me when somebody came through with that comment. But anyways, they're dropping the brand new Kunoichi outfits, and I'm gonna show a screenshot of them right here. They're looking kind of clean, and I actually appreciate this outfit a lot more than the the cybernetic dress. I think everybody knows what I'm talking about. The outfit that has like the mesh on the side of the dress. I'm not necessarily a fan of that design. Like I felt like, okay, some of the dresses could have been like that, but then the other variants of it could have had it without the mesh, would have been a lot cooler to me. And this one, it gave me exactly what I wanted. So I'm really excited about this. I can't wait to actually see Eve in it and beat up some bosses while using this nano suit. So it's exciting. Furthermore, we got a couple of brand new things that people are extremely excited about, like the auto lock on. I didn't even really think about it, but there's so many different times within the game where auto lock on would have been godsend. Like, we just needed it, and it makes the experience so much better. To me, the Atlas Lavar and the Abyss Lavar dungeons, they weren't that bad, but those bosses were kind of annoying. If you haven't already experienced it, I'm not going to say no more. You will have to kind of get good when it comes to shooting these things, or I recommend, if you're having trouble trying to beat these bosses, use the shotgun shells. That is going to be your best way of taking these things out. You'll thank me later, trust me. Because with that, you don't even really have to aim, it's just point and shoot. Try it, let me know how it turns out for you. Moving right along, we're gonna get into a couple of things, like some comments that I read that I was like, yo, that would be amazing if they did. So somebody was mentioning, hey, it would be pretty awesome if they had like a little mini map that you can toggle on or off to be on screen at all times in the settings. That is a welcome change that I'm completely down for, because there's so many different times where I have to slide up on the D-pad to pull back up the menu to remember where I was going, or to look for something one more time, or try to remember exactly where I was on a map. It would be pretty amazing if there was a mini map to toggle on and off, but you know, we'll see what they bring to the table in the future. Of course, new outfits are always wanted, and I'm not gonna just say, hey, give me a whole bunch of free brand new outfits. They have dropped 74 outfits in this game. They're dropping the Kunoichi outfits as well as the brand new Neurolink outfit, and I am completely satisfied with all of that. If the next couple outfits that they drop are locked behind DLC, I'm here to pay for it. I have a lot of passion for this game. I watched the behind the scenes for how they created this game, the thought process behind, you know, where the dev team was, what they were thinking when they wanted to make this game, and their vision. They truly have a passion for video games, and they truly had a lot of respect for all the different genres that really, you know, pioneered and inspired their game. It's a pretty cool behind the scenes look. I watched it from the Asian PlayStation site. I'm pretty sure it might also be on the regular PlayStation site, so if it's there, go check that out. But on PlayStation Asia, you can actually see it. It's the behind the scenes of Shift Up and the making of Stellar Blade. If you got time in your hands, go check it out. It's really dope. I was not only inspired, but it's kind of what fired me up to be like, you know what, I really want to continue bringing this game to you guys on the channel for the foreseeable future. So I'm going to be playing a whole lot of other games on the channel, but this one we're always going to take with me. So apparently they made some adjustments to the puzzles, and I'm not going to lie, when you get the Spire 4 and you have to do the random arrow puzzle, or you have to do that one puzzle with the orange and the blue, like left toggle, right toggle function, that was the most stupidest thing I've ever seen in a video game film. I got a headache just remembering it. That was probably the most ignorant thing in the entire game. I got used to it during like my third run, because I figured out how to get through it a lot easier. It's literally just, you just gotta get used to the controls because the puzzle doesn't change. But yeah, them adjusting the time limit that you have to actually get that done is a welcome fix. Now, looking at one of you guys' comments, this is probably one of the most stacked comments that I've seen all day, and I wanted to mention some of the things that I saw in it. Somebody was mentioning it would be amazing if we had like taunt or more retribution style like finishers. So I'm gonna show a couple of these finishers on screen right now. Guys, I don't exactly know how I got these finishers. I'm thinking you unlock different finishers every time you beat the game. That could just be my headcanon. These could have been here the entire time. Let me know honestly, did you guys ever see any of these finishers before you beat the game at least once? Because for me, I'm already on my 5th run, so I'm on New Game Plus, and it seems like every time I beat a smaller enemy, I'm getting this brand new animation or this brand new finisher that I've never seen before. This drop kick finisher right here is cracked out, because I was so used to, you know, Eve stabbing them and then slashing straight through, but it seems like there's more finishers every time we beat the game. I don't think there's that many of them, but it is pretty cool to see that there are more variants. Now, it would be a hell of a lot better if they just straight added these. I'm here for it. But You guys let me know exactly what's going on in your games and if it differs from mine, or if these were here the whole time and I'm just tripping. Another thing that a comment was stating was a more brutal difficulty. So currently the game is set on story mode, normal mode, hard mode, and then that's it. Hard mode, new game plus, at a certain point is a pure joke. And what I mean is, right now my DPS is about 2100. Yeah, it's like 2118. You can one-shot spiders if you have a specific build. For example, if you're rocking the double-edged gear and the double-edged MK2 gear, you are completely slapping up every small enemy in the game, one shot, easy, no questions asked. But it would be a hell of a lot better if we were actually able to play the game on an extremely high difficulty with our current stats. So basically what I'm trying to say is it would be pretty awesome if they came through with a difficulty that also kind of scaled alongside with us. So since we're at such a high level, the enemies hit us that much harder. The only way that I actually feel the pressure in my current hard mode is if I'm rocking more than one double edge. That means that I'm getting bonus damage done to me every time I make a mistake, and you actually feel that pressure instantly because even a spider can one-shot you, and it's pretty cool. But at the same time, it's like I would have preferred that actually be a game mode so I can actually play the bosses and everything else and all the other content under this quote-unquote brutal difficulty. If they added that in the future, that's a welcome addition that I would be excited for. A couple of other things people have been talking about. Of course, I still want the photo mode. Doing thumbnails and stuff like that, sometimes just sliding up against the wall and turning the camera in this perfect angle nonsense, bruh, it gets old hella quick. I would really prefer some type of photo mode so we can take some authentic, really nice, high quality pictures so I can really get those thumbnails for you guys and really bring, you know, the vibe that I get in certain situations. That would be awesome. And then last but not least, somebody came through as like Taki Nano Suit. Yo, the Taki Nano Suit would be gas. I'm here for it. I'm a fan of Taki. I know a lot of people feel like Taki is fodder or whatever, but you know, I'm actually a fan. I'm on Team Taki, bro. Like, yo, she gave us that arm in the beginning of the game, so you know, I'm Team Taki for a little bit longer until somebody else, you know, comes along. Let me know, are you Team Taki or Team Raven? And look, fall back when it comes to the Raven Nano Suit. I know that Nano Suit is pure gas. It's the best Nano Suit in the game, or at least one of the best Nano Suits in the game. But are you Team Taki or Team Raven? Let me know down in the comment section below. And I just want to let you guys know, it was 4 o'clock in the morning, so I apologize. When I had dropped the video, I had only originally seen the first post. So when it said "and," I didn't see the follow-up post, and it's really hard to navigate through Twitter, so that's all on me. But there is another tweet that states they want you to go see Roxanne and go pick up a special gift that Roxanne has waiting for you. So the "and" wasn't like a mystery or something like that, but it's more so just more content that's going to be given to us via Roxanne. So we got to make sure that we go visit Roxanne and see what she's holding, see what she's packing, because I'm kind of interested. She could possibly have some information for us, and that information, wow, words, that information could lead us down, you know, certain mysteries, brand new quests and stuff like that. So hey, if they've added on sneaky bonus content into this game in a patch 1 month out, this is a developer that truly understands what gaming is all about. That's going to be all for today's video though. Let me know down below, are you actually going to take on this boss challenge? Are you interested? Were you interested in something completely different? What did you want them to add on to the game in this brand new update? I'm really curious, like, where you guys are coming from. What playthrough are you on? Are you still on your first? And there's nothing wrong with that. If you are currently only on your first playthrough, you know, I have so many videos on the channel, and I'm actually going to bring a lot more content to you guys as well. It's not only going to be new game plus stuff, but there's also going to be like every single nano suit in the game and every single can in the game. I am still currently working on those types of videos as well. So I want to make sure you guys know that you aren't being left behind. I am a little concerned when they say there's been improvements to controls and balancing. Bruh, this is a single player game. And I want to stay, I want to hold firm to that caveat that, okay, it's a single player game, they wouldn't nerf something. But there's so many other single player games that have come through and for the sake of balancing have nerfed the hell out of certain features just because they felt it was being overused or it was being abused. Now, when it comes to cheese strats and the shockwave, you can literally just lay out any boss in the game as long as you have beta. If you have beta like completely maxed out and you're using the beta trance along with all of the beta charge and the beta recovery, you can continuously just slap out a shockwave and lock up anything. With that being said, I think for the sake of this actual boss mode, this boss challenge, they probably adjusted it so that it will no longer work as it has thus far, because that would kind of just make this whole boss challenge trivial. So if I'm not mistaken, I have a strong feeling that they've adjusted it to the point where you're only going to be able to use it a certain amount of times, or there's going to be more of a recovery time, or I have a feeling that they're going to adjust like the recovery time of it. They might actually make it more expensive to use it. I'm really curious to see exactly how they adjusted it. It would make the entire boss challenge mode obsolete if they left the game in its current state, because you could just cheese everything. Now, this is a single player game and you can play the game exactly how you want to play it. Period, point blank. Not a lot of people have time to be sitting there and trying to fight a boss for 7 hours. It's just not a thing. So we're just gonna have to wait and see on this one. Let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section below. I love you guys so much. You guys are absolutely amazing. Every single comment, every single thing that you guys are talking about, I see you. I'm paying attention to you. Yes, I am going to make the new game plus run video for you guys. I'm editing it right now. And I'm telling y'all right now, bro, I'm putting about 12 hours into this thing because it's the thing is a problem, fam. Like I really got beat down by Abaddon in a new fresh game hard mode. I don't think you know what torture feels like until you see your health bar is not even a fourth of his. I'll put a little bit of it on screen right now just so you can see what I was working with, but god dang, no double jump, no nothing, bruh. Hell had broke loose and I'm losing my sanity remembering it. But for now, that's gonna be all for today's video. If you like what we do in the channel, make sure you smash that like button, sub to the channel so that you don't miss out on a hell of a lot more Stellar Blade content coming to you. This is your boy M of MCCHD. For now, I'm out of here.